Hi everyone. Just an update for you. I didn't end up editing after Wednesday last week, so I did an update. Just was actually too busy. I didn't get any spare time really to set aside to do any additional editing, but I did get about 10 pages done on the Wednesday, 8 to 10 pages, so a good crack, but not. But the problem was not editing an additional day, which is what I said I was going to do. So I failed there. But the good news is that that speared me on. What's the word? It drove me to edit more this week, so I've edited Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so I've just finished editing. So 3 days on the bounce now. That I've edited. I'm on page 58 of editing now. So I just done a few pages on my lunch yesterday. Done a few pages on my lunch yesterday, a few little bits on Monday, and then I finished work and just done 5 pages today. So it's going good. It's going as it should. I don't think I'll have time tomorrow to edit. Got a few stuff going on. Hopefully Friday should be good to edit. And then one day in the weekend. So I've done a good amount this week. So if I can get at least one more session done, and I get over that 60 page mark, I'll consider it a successful week. And it's just reinforcing those good habits, finishing work, doing a bit on my lunch, editing on these key these moments that I'd normally just chill. So I'd finish work and normally I'd just go on the couch or whatever on my lunch, especially with the weather like this. I'd go out and enjoy the weather. But no, I committed to doing a little bit of editing, and I did it. So hopefully that sets us up for next week. Obviously I've got my day off next week, so that's the Wednesday. So I've got to take my car in to get repaired, to get some new tyres, but there's a cafe around the corner, so I'll ask them how long it'll take, and then I'll take my laptop with me and I'll just go around the corner and do some editing there, and that'll hopefully that'll make an good start to the day kind of thing. But that's next week. And hopefully you can do a couple additional days next week as well. But this week we're just focused on getting Friday, Saturday, Sunday. One day. If I get 2 in, great. But 1 day is the minimum. So that's doable. In terms of the actual editing, it's all going good. There's a few bits that I've kind of picked up on that I may need to change. There was a character and they're meant to be dead mysterious, and then there's a big reveal later on in the book. But I've kind of shattered that quite early on. It's not really, he's not really or they're not really a mystery early on. So I'm thinking about just removing. It's just a couple paragraphs. So I've just highlighted it because it's kind of I don't know whether I need to keep it or not, because it's I think it's a bit of fluff actually. The more I think about it, I think I will just remove it. I don't think it's actually needed. I don't think it adds anything, so I think I can remove it. But I've made a comment, so I'll come back to that once I've read through the book and I get to this other stage. I'll then link back. But I'm highlighting all the sections where it's lore or plot. I'm just highlighting with a comment to just seeing if I'm unhappy with it. And then what I'll do is at the end, I've edited everything, I'll go through all my comments and I'll add, remove big paragraphs, and I'll be able to link stuff in. So if I've got a paragraph that's highlighted on page 20 that links into something on page 200, I can just jump between those two comments kind of thing. That's like my approach. So a good editing session today, and I'll do an update Saturday, because hopefully on the Saturday I would have captured, if I've done an editing session on Friday or Saturday, I'll be able to give you an update then. Or if I haven't, then that'll force me to do one on the Sunday kind of thing, to be like, I haven't done any, if it comes to Saturday and I'm like, I haven't done any editing, I'll need to do Sunday. So yeah, I'll give an update Saturday with any updates on my editing. But that's it. I think it's all going good. Not much grammar or spelling mistakes, which is good, that I know of, that I can see. So that's definitely positive. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the whole book, spot any of that stuff out, and then I've got like a list, I think I mentioned in the previous video, but I've got a list of like filler words, and then I'm going to go through the book then and clear out like these filler words, which should be dead quick. Literally just go through each one throughout the whole book, change some, leave some in. Obviously you shouldn't just remove it because it's a filler word. I don't think so, because sometimes they just fit. You don't want to overwrite in a lot of in certain circumstances, because you might alienate readers then. But obviously you don't want too many filler words, so it's just about creating that balance. So that's what I'm going to do with this after this initial edit, go through those filler words and then send it off. But that's what I'd done that last week. I'd done like a spreadsheet last week. I'm just rambling now. But that's it. And hopefully I'll speak to you on Saturday. Cheers.